There's been a short break in the rain today, and that's allowed us to introduce you to the Roosters Rest. She's a 57-foot trad built in 2008 by Tim Tyler, Mike Christian, and fitted out by Robert Edgley of Dream Narrowboats. She's been really well looked after, having been blacked in June 2023 with 4 new anodes fitted at that time. She's also had the engine serviced in December 2023, and the owner has kept a meticulous record of servicing her every 250 hours. On the roof there, we've got 600 watts of solar, which are on top of really handy storage boxes. That's connected to an ePIVA solar charge controller, by the way. Side hatches both sides in the galley, we'll get a better look at that shortly. She does have bus style hoppers to the forward half and 10-inch opening portholes to the aft. Well deck and cratch cover there. Cratch cover is in reasonable condition. There are 2 13 propane bottles with a changeover valve in the bow locker. And stepping into the well deck. Well deck is 4 feet, glazed cratch board and a locker either side. These are actually front opening, which is interesting, and there are a spare cassette in both sides of these. And we've got the glazed forward doors. Before we step into the saloon. Saloon is 10 feet, head height on board is 6'7". She's fitted out in ash tongue and groove with ash trim and ash face ply throughout. It's a really lovely homely feel. Lots and lots of storage on board as well. On this side of the saloon you've got couple of drop down cupboards and some shelves. There's also wall mounted TV bracket and cabling there for a TV and an Alba CD radio. Looking at all of that storage, more under here. That actually bit pulls out, so you've got good access to everything under there. More so squirrel solid fuel stove and another little drawer beneath that. Keep all of your knickknacks for keeping the fire going. There's also this 2-seater sofa before heading into the dinette. The dinette is 5 foot. It's under gunnel lighting there, and that's also a quick glance at there's 2 built-in speakers in the saloon which connect to the radio. Storage under the dinette, both under the seats and under the foot section, I suppose you'd call that. This does convert to a small little bed if needed. Before we move into the galley. Galley is 7'8", laminate worktops, more big cupboards, pulley-outy drawer things, stainless steel sink there. There's a water filter and a drinking water tap on that sink. Here we have the 12-volt Shoreline freezer, and on the other side we have a separate 12-volt Shoreline fridge. As I mentioned, side hatches both sides. There's a fridge, it does have an ice box in there as well. Another decent sized cupboard. And then the cooker, it's a spin flow oven, grill and 4-burner gas hob. Little cupboard here, and then there are some shelves above that. Moving aft. Next up we have the bathroom. Bathroom is 5'10". You can see actually the under gunnel lighting goes all the way along the boat. It's a nice feature. Thetford cassette loo. As I mentioned, there are 2 spare cassettes. Cupboard above the toilet. Ceramic wash basin, and then there is a cupboard beneath that as well. Here we've got the shower over a bath, tiled surround. Decent sized space actually. And then we move into the bedroom. The bedroom itself is 7'10". The bed is 6'1" by 5 foot cross bed with storage under. There is a single full height wardrobe on either side of the bed. 4 drawers here. They've really thought about the storage. There's storage everywhere. And there's the other wardrobe. Now the next bit I'm sort of calling a utility, but it's I guess an extension of this bedroom space. It's 3'6" and it's the corridor to the engine room, but on either side you've got really big cupboards. On the port side here, this one acts as an airing cupboard with the calorifier underneath. Got an ironing board in there as well. And on the starboard side, you've got a hotpoint top loading washing machine. And you might be wondering how you access that space behind it, but there is another little cupboard door which is quite good. So I guess you can put your neatly folded washed clothes in there if you needed to as another storage space. Moving into the engine room is 3'10". Below here we've got the Vetus 42 horsepower engine. There is a hospital silencer on this. She's really quiet. Nice and clean in there. I guess it shows you just how well cared for the engine's been and the boat in general, to be honest. You've also got more storage in here. You've got all of your relevant mooring equipment, mooring pins, piling irons, windlass, that sort of thing. You've got a Victron Phoenix Multiplus 3 kilowatt inverter charger. And then over in here, you've got a Dometic Travel Power 3.5 kilowatt generator. And then, very unusually, this trad has a pram cover. I suppose it's useful for keeping the rain off. Got tath seats on the back. So they've made really good use, turned this into a social space, which is quite nice. And then we step back through. She is centrally heated by an Aldi gas-fired system connected to 2 radiators and a heated towel rail. Hot water is provided by the engine, the Aldi, and an immersion. There are 4 116 amp-hour AGM domestics, which were new in 2022, and a separate starter. There's also a Victron battery monitor, and as I've said, that's topped up by 600 watts of solar. 240 volt power is via the Victron, the Dometic travel power generator, or a landline. There are 2 40 volt sockets throughout the boat as well. She has a 440 litre stainless steel freshwater tank and a 180 litre integral fuel tank. So there we have the Roosters Rest. For further photos, fully downloadable colour brochure and the price, visit our website at rugbyboats.co.uk.